Now, I know this probably should be like a Birds episode of Purple Rain, but last season we didn't really do this for the neutral site games that were in the team's respective markets. We only did it for like the two takeover games happening in Detroit and Pittsburgh. And we're going to be doing special episodes on the takeover tour this year. But every team did have a neutral site game last. Well, not every team. No, every team. Sorry, well, I'm serious. Every team did have a neutral site game last year. It's just not everyone had them in neutral sites. Some had them in sites in their respective market, like how we host ours at the Gophers Arena. The Victoire and Set has got to host games in their respective actual teams' barns. You, Sparkat, for your team, you did get a neutral site game, like a proper neutral site one, but not everyone did like a proper. But some had neutral site games in their own barns, and we didn't cover those. We just covered the takeover games. That was about it. But Sparkat, Ottawa became the latest team to host an NHL. Sorry, in an NHL. I'm getting so tongue-tied today, Sparkat. I don't know what it is. Ottawa, though, became the latest team to host a PWHL game in an NHL bar. That's what I was meant to say. Why am I getting so tongue-tied today, Sparkat? I do not know. So that just now, at the time of recording, that just leaves the Boston Fleet to be the only PHL team not to host a game in NHL Arena in their respective team's market. We may have done it, well, because it's our home venue, because it's our primary home venue. The Sirens have done it, again, primary home venue. The Victoire have done it, the Senators have done it, and now the Charge have done it. The Fleet is the only PHL team left not to host a neutral site game in the NHL barn that their market is in. I also do think that they do want to do it. So, Boston Bruins, come on, make it happen for 25-26. I don't know if there's any neutral site opportunities left for the Fleet this year, but maybe for next year. Bruins, get around the table, make it happen. Yeah. So, very recently, we had the Ottawa Charge go to the Senators building. It was on December the 6th at Canadian Tire Centre, which of course is the current home of the Ottawa Senators. Just gonna get the so it's December the 6th. In what was the Charge's second or third game of the season? Oh, it's their third game of the season. It was their third game of the season on December the 6th, hosting Victoire de Montreal. Let's get the summary, shall we, on the screen? Okay, there we go. So it's a 2-1 win in regulation for the Victoire. So that's 3 points there to go to Montreal's way, none for Ottawa. Being held at the Canadian Tire Centre. Can you maybe get an attendance record there, Sparker? I just want to see if there is. Maybe. Can we have that? Oh yeah, here we go. 11,065 fans. Now, that's actually quite good. That actually is quite good. In fact, let me just check how many the Canadian Tire Centre hold us. So if you don't mind getting up a little bit, I'll do that. I can't thank you, darling. Because that actually is not quite bad. I mean, it's nowhere near what the Victoire and the Senators did last year. But then again, Montreal's NHL bars can hold more than that. But for Ottawa, that is not bad. You know, that's really good for the for the Charge, and on a weekday night as well, early December. That's not too bad at all. Okay, let's look. I'm nearly there, Sparker. Okay. Right, so capacity for hockey at the moment is about 18,655. So nearly full capacity there. Nearly full capacity. So that's not too bad. And the cracking game as well between the Victoire and the Charge. They've already had some very... I know it's still quite early days yet, but these two teams have already had some really close and entertaining matchups in the season already so far. So I've been really interested to see how that goes next time these sides face one another. Yeah, that's not bad. So I get about 11,000 in 80,000 arena. That's not bad, especially as I said it was a Tuesday night, early December. You'd be lucky if you could get anyone out of that time of night. But they did it. So very well done there. So great to see Ottawa showing up, because Ottawa last season did very well with attendance, despite where they currently are. They did very, very well. They like Toronto have been selling out their games. So the Ontario is doing really well with getting the PWHL enthusiasm there. That's a great way to see that. Yeah, it's 11,000. So I don't think that was too bad. I don't know. I mean, Ottawa did well. You did well getting the crowds in. That was really good work there. And a really close to fought match. And I think that's really good because Spartak, Ottawa's in Charge have got better chance at parity than the Ottawa Senators have right now. I know you're trying to push for a playoff spot right now, but you spent a very long time Spartak in the gutter. Yep, he's not had success since 2017. No. In fact, I think that's the last time Ottawa's been in the playoffs. Yes. He's going to confirm everything that I'm not certain on Spartak. So are they going to work this PuckStop edition, is it? Yep. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, the parity to PHL has been excellent. Every team is competitive. Any team can beat any given team on any given night. And this was a really close ball game as well. It was only a 2-1 regulation win for the Victoire. But if you don't follow the PHL, you will not be aware that a lot of the games are very tightly, closely fought. It's very rare that you see blowouts in the PWHL. It's very, very rare. One or two happens every now and then, but it's very, very rare that night in, night out, somebody is blowing a team out the water on a given night. So yeah. But you did very, very well there, Spartak. I think the team did great with that. A cracking game, and like I say, 11,000, really great work there. So I don't know why people have moaned about that. 11,000 is not something to sniff at. In 18,000 ring, that's almost near capacity. That is almost near capacity, and always a big risk for the PWHL, but it's paid off in spades. The Charge have literally, done really well in building that fan connection, like all the others have. Well, except the Sirens. Spartak, they've got no fans. They don't show up. They do not show up. Whether it's in New York or New Jersey, Sirens fans just stay at home. It's disgraceful, Spartak. It's disgraceful. We've got this brand new league. It's in year 2. And the New Yorkers can't be bothered to show the fuck up. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about you and your neutral site game. It was quite nice to have it there, Spartak. Because Canadian Tire Centre was one of the last few AHL arenas in the Cities market to host the game. Actually, it's just got TD Garden now to go. Quite like it. It was quite nice to have it there. Yeah. I was going to try and find the match report because I would like to read that out. So, and just recap the game as a whole. Yeah. So, I don't think I can find that at all. Hold on. Something near there. It's not letting me go on your schedule. I have to go by the league's website. Here we go. Right. Yep, so the Victoire hold the charge to 1 goal in front of a record-breaking crowd in Ottawa. So, record-breaking! Come on, all you little doubters. Thinking, that's not impressive. Well, I think you'll find it fucking is. So I'm doing a lot of F-bombing Sparker, but that's how passionate I am about this league, alright? I've been here since day one. I can tell what's record-breaking and what's not. Alright. Okay, so we'll just really read that then out, Sparker. Would you like to look at yourself? There you go. You're going to read along too. Are you sitting comfortably? Right, I'll begin. So, a record crowd of 11,065 for an Ottawa Charge home game. Yeah, because you've got to remember, the Chargers arena that they're in, their primary venue, I think you can only see about maybe 8,000. So this is actually a lot impressive for the Chargers so far. Plus, of course, with the takeover games coming up, you might see bigger records for that. Okay, so they held its breath until the last second of play at the Canadian Tire Centre on Friday night. But for the second time in a week, it was Victoire de Montreal that prevailed in another tight duel between the two rival clubs. Do you reckon this is a rivalry brewing, Sparker? Yeah, I think it is too. I mean, obviously you've got Senators and Victoire, but I think maybe Charge Victoire is actually the real Canadian rivalry. I think it definitely is. We've definitely got a big one with the Senators. That's for certain, Sparker. There again, they shouldn't have picked us in the World Cup semis. Okay, so a shot from defender Savannah Harmon hit the bar high in the dying seconds of the game, meaning that Michaela Gran Merritt's second period goal stood as the winner against her former team, who left the AHL building with a 2-1 victory. Marie Philippe, scorer of the Victoires shootout winner against Ottawa in the opening game of the 24-25 season last Saturday, opened the scoring when she broke free to Emira's matchminer during a short-handed situation. So it's a jailbreak goal there. Brianne Jenner, in her first game of the season, drew the primary assist on defender Ashton Bell's goal. The only one that fans at the Canadian Tire Centre got to cheer for in style. So let's look at some quotes, shall we? Shall we read them out? Get flavour of the game, yeah. So this is Victoire's captain, Marie Philippe, on playing in an AHL building. So she said, we don't get tired of it, getting on the ice for warm-up and seeing the little girls with their signs and sparks in their eyes. That's why we play. Whether it's our first game or our 30th in a building like this, it never gets old. And here's what our head coach Carla McLeod had to say on the turnout to the Canadian Tire Centre game. She said, I think it was great. Think of this. Ottawa is flooded with hot heat right now. You've got the Senators in a homestand. You've got the 67s going. You've got us. You've got the World Junior Hockey Championship coming. It's Christmas season. All these folks took time and money out of their day to come cheer us on at CTC. Unbelievable. We just couldn't be prouder of what we had. They kept us in there through 3 periods. We needed them, and they delivered. And I'll just do one more for Ottawa. Captain Brianne Jenner on connecting with rookie Stephanie Markowski to set up Ashton Bell. Goal. Oh, this is from Victoire, sorry. And she didn't mention which team was from there. Oh, but yeah, alright. She's a great addition to our roster. She's a... No, it is yours. It is yours. Sorry, I was right the first time. Didn't say it there. Right, we'll do it again. Captain Brianne Jenner on connecting with rookie Stephanie Markowski to set up Ashton Bell's goal. She's a great addition to our roster. She's a great kid in the dressing room. She works so hard in practice, and you can see the impact she's already having on the ice. She plays with a lot of confidence and a lot of grit too. We are really excited to have her, and I think she's going to do great things. Ceci, what's your captain? They need to make it clearer though, if they're going to do the quotes, who it is, the quality for what team, because we got a little bit confused there, but no, it was your captain. I will finish up some notes. Canadian Tire Centre became the 8th AHL venue to host a PWHL game. With 11,065 fans at the building, tonight's game set a new Ottawa Charge home attendance record. The team's previous high was 8,452, which was set on April the 27th at TD Place, also against the Victoire. The game marked the first rematch of the PHL season following Montreal's season opening 4-3 shootout win over Ottawa on November the 30th. The teams will meet again on January 19th, which is going to be part of the takeover tour in Quebec at the Videotron Centre. And that would be when the Victoire will be the home team. Okay. So there you go. So I think a great night for Ottawa on the whole. I think you should be really proud of that. I mean, you know, they really packed out the place. 11,000, great. I thought that's a great showing, given for a 18,000 seat arena. That's really not good. And hopefully they can build on going forward, and maybe, who knows, they can maybe get another one, because I know for fact the Toronto Senators are going to have another game in the Maple Leaf venue. I think the Victoire might also have one as well at some point. Yes, hopefully you can maybe build on this and get more games in your building Spark Cap going forward for the Charge.